Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Vikram. In this class, we will try to understand increment and decrement operators. So the concept of assignment operator has already been discussed in our previous video. If you haven't watched that video, please watch that video, because the understanding of assignment operator and the compound assignment operators is very much important to understand about this increment and decrement operator. And every video in our channel is going to be part of entire course or a playlist. Our suggestion is to follow the entire course so that you can have better understanding of the concepts, and the link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Now coming to this class, what is this increment and decrement operators? Adding 1 to the value of a variable is called as incrementing, and subtracting the value of a variable by 1 is what we call it as decrementing. So this concept is already there in the decrementing what we call it as assignment operators, compound assignment operators, as we have seen that I is equal to I plus 1. So this is a compound assignment operator. So this is a compound assignment operator. The old value of I is used to create the new value of I. So this is what we have discussed in the compound assignment operator. So incrementing, adding 1 to the value of a variable. So to the value of a variable, if we add 1 and assigning that new value to the variable itself is what we call it as incrementing. Similarly, decrementing means subtracting the value of a variable by 1. So subtracting the value of a variable by 1 and assigning it to it itself is what we call it as decrementing. So these compound increments, and it can also be used as I plus equal to 1, or if it is decrementing means I minus equal to 1. So these operators are already there in the assignment compound operators, but what the C is providing is C provides increment and two different types of operators called incrementing operator and decrementing operator. So the shortened form of increment is plus plus and the decrement operator is minus minus. So this is an operator using plus plus side by side is what we call it as incrementing operator, and minus minus side by side is what we call it as decrementing operator. So what happens is assigning this increment to a variable, means in the sense using this increment operator beside the variable is going to increment the value of that variable by 1. Similarly, decrementing the value by 1 using the minus minus beside the variable, it is going to decrement the value of that variable by 1. So the point that we have to understand is this increment or decrement variable can be used in two different ways. One is before the variable and the other one is after the variable. So what it means is, so what I am trying to say is using this increment variable or a decrement variable. So incrementing, decrementing, so both are applicable. So incrementing and decrement is applicable for okay, so let's try to understand this. If the variable I is taken and beside this variable I, if plus plus is used, means the value of I will be incremented by 1. Now the problem is, so this increment or decrement variables can be used in two different ways. One is before the variable and the other one is after the variable. So what it means is plus plus I, this is one kind of utilization which is what we call it as prefix operator, and the other kind is I plus plus after the variable. So it is what we call it as postfix operator. So the increment or decrement operator can be used as prefix operator like plus plus I and minus minus I, or as a postfix operator as I plus plus and I minus minus. So both of them are going to evaluate the expression in a different way. So how they will get evaluated is very important to understand. So as you know, there are two different increment operators, two different ways in which the increment or decrement operators can be used. One is prefix way and the other one is postfix way. So how the prefix will get evaluate the expression, how the postfix expression will get evaluated, that we will try to understand using this example. See here. So this is the programming example which is using the prefix and prefix operator, this one. So in prefix, the value of I is incremented by 1, then it returns the value. So what happens is, whenever plus I is used, means plus is used before the variable means, so the value of I will get incremented, and that incremented value will be returned. So in the prefix, the value of I is incremented by 1, then it returns the value. So that incremented value will get returned. So what happens with this is, I is equal to 1. Now printf I is equal to %d plus I, means this expression has to be evaluated, and that value has to be printed. So here plus I means increment it, and that incremented value has to be printed. So the output is going to be 2, and printf I, the value of I has to be printed, means the value of I is 2, so that 2 will get printed. Similarly, postfix operator. In the postfix, the original value of I is returned first. The original value of I is returned first, that will be returned, then the I will be incremented by 1, then I is incremented by 1. So after evaluation of that expression by using the original value, after that the I will get incremented. So let's try to understand this by using this example. I is equal to 1, postfix printf I %d I plus plus. So with this, what happens is, the original value of I is returned first. So what is the original value of I? So 1 is used first, and after using that will get incremented, and so the value what will get printed? I is used first, means in this place the I is used, and after that it will get incremented. So now the new value of I, so what happens here is 2 will be printed here. So I is used here, and it will get incremented. I is used here, and it will get incremented, and whenever we use it afterwards, then the new value will get printed. So this is how the postfix evaluation works, postfix operator evaluation works. So hope you got that clarity. So that point is very important to understand. So how the prefix and postfix expressions will get evaluated. So that point is very important to understand. We are going to solve problems on this prefix and postfix. There we will get the complete idea. Hope you got the clarity on this concept. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. And if you have any doubts regarding this concept, please post your doubt in the comment section below. And if you feel that this video is helpful to you, please give us a like symbol, and please share this video with your friends so that they will also get benefited. Thanks for watching.